Hi guys, today I wanted to send you this quick video about how to learn the pronunciation of the verbs. I sent you this list on Edmodo so you can have it. It's called How to Learn the Horrible List, and it's called this way because it's usually very frustrating to learn it. What I did is I classified it in different categories so you guys can learn it more easily and more clearly. You have different groups. One is for important verbs, perception verbs, verbs that don't change, and the ones that have similar patterns. So the first group, I would suggest that you guys have this document open with me and you can go one by one, so that way you can take notes and understand the pronunciation. So the first group, we have important verbs. That's the verb be. In past tense would be was and were. Do would be did, have, had. Come, came, get, got. Remember that these verbs change for he, she, and id when it's in present. So we could also say get or gets for he, she, and id. Go or goes, we turn it into went. Make or makes, made. Say, says, turns into said. We do not pronounce the I, so we say said. Tell turns to told. So in this case, what we do is that we're going to change the verbs and the ending of the verbs. As you can see, these are the most important verbs. Then we have the second group, which has to do with perception verbs. So here we have here or hears for he, she, and id turns into heard. See or sees turns into saw. Smell or smells turns into smelt with a T. These are perception verbs or senses verbs. So that's in case you use your senses, hearing, seeing, smelling. Then we have the third group. These are probably the easiest ones because they do not have any change, so you don't have to modify them. Cost, for he, she, and it would be costs, and past would be cost. So it has no change. Cut, it's going to be the same. Cut. Hit, hit. Hurt, hurt. Let, let. Put, put. Read, the pronunciation in present is read, and the pronunciation in past is read, but the spelling is exactly the same. And we also have shut, and the past tense is shut, which is the same as to close something, right? If you say shut the door, that means close the door. We also have another group which have different patterns, right? So we have vowels I, E, O, E, I, E, N, and others. So for example, the verb bite would turn into bit, break, broke, choose, chose, drive, drove, eat, ate, fall, fell, give, gave, forget, forgot, forgive, forgave, freeze, froze, hide, hid, ride, rode, rise, rose, shake, shook, speak, spoke. Steal turns into stole, take, took, wake, woke. For example, wake up, right? In past tense would be woke up. Write, wrote. So these have very, very similar patterns, and you guys just have to pay attention to the ones that are very similar in terms of the ending. Then we also have a fifth group, which is the verbs in present that have a vowel, like the I, might turn into an U or an A, and we're going to see that in a minute. So for example, begin turns into began, drink, drank, ring, ran, sing, sang, swing, swung. This would be the only exception because it's not an A, it's a U. And swim, swam. We also have the sixth group, which is AW or OW. And over here, you might turn it into EW. So for example, here we have blow, blew, draw, drew, fly, flew, grow, grew, right? Those are just some examples of that one. If we go up here, we're going to do the 8th group, and we might continue with the other ones in our next session. So I want you guys to only focus until the 8th group. Here we have stand, and they turn into stood. For example, stand, like standing, turns into stood. Understand has the same ending. It would turn into understood. So please review from group number 1 to group number 8, and we will check the rest of the groups in our next session. Thank you so much. Have a good day.